Alongside head Javelina softball coach Craig Nicholson, I'm Mark and Sarah for Javelina Athletics. As coach, season 2020 season approaching for you guys. First game is on Friday, January 31st. How happy you've been with what you've seen from your team in practice so far?
Very, to tell you the truth. I mean, we had a really good camp, and we got 6 days of practice before school started, and one of the best camps that I've seen any of my teams go through. I thought we really did things at a high level, and typically you see some drop off over the course of that many practices in a short time, but we really didn't have that, and I thought we got a lot accomplished, and girls came back ready to go, and I think we're in a good spot right now.
Obviously, there's a very different perception of your team out from the outside going into this season compared to last season. You picked first in the Lone Star Conference, ranked second. But I remember talking to you kind of about this last season when you guys were picked sixth. You said we don't really care; it doesn't mean anything. How do you? But obviously, with the outside perception different, how do you make sure your team has kind of a similar mindset going into this season compared to the way they played last year?
Well, I think the big thing for us that we've talked about is we want to make sure we want to go play like we're one of the best teams in the country. In terms of execution, in terms of playing with confidence, all those kind of things. But we want to make sure we practice like we're not, and make sure that every day we go and practice with the intent to get better, and the idea that we're trying to make sure that we're prepared and we're as focused as we can be. So I think that's the big thing for us, and that's kind of been the message, and I think fairly well received is let's make sure that we practice at a high level and practice like we really need to get better every day, because we still do. But when we go play, let's go play like we're one of the best teams in the country.